2020 is over. I'm trying not to express any specific emotion about that because I don't want to jinx anything. It's that time again. The time we promise ourselves that we're going to do better, dream bigger, and stop procrastinating. After saying for months that we'd wait until the new year to start any of that. In all seriousness though, there's always that sense of newness come January 1st, and with it, a burst of motivation. And one of the perks of being born December 29th is I get to start the new year a whole new age. I can't believe I'm already 21, guys. So today I want to talk about my plans for 2021, and this is probably going to be a long one, so I'll put timestamps and titles to make navigating it a little bit easier. Also, thank you to everyone who became or remained a patron in 2020. It was my first full year on Patreon, and I really appreciate your support. Okay, let's go. Seeing as language learning has been a stronger theme here than in recent years, I figured I would start with my language goals first. Also, this is probably going to be the longest section of the video because I have a lot of feelings. A bunch of you guys know that I've been studying Spanish since late August, and I made a ton of progress, but recently I feel kind of stuck, or maybe frustrated is a better word, because I thought that by now my speaking level would kind of catch up to my reading level, and I mean, maybe it closed the gap like a little bit, but here I am, still.
Me desperté muy tarde hoy.
¿Por qué?
Porque me dormí. Me dormí a las 4.
No es ideal. Currently, I just started a month-long unlimited course program, thanks to my wonderful boyfriend. And it's been pretty great so far. I feel like the urgency to book as many classes as I possibly can to get the value out of the course is kind of a motivating factor and will keep me on my toes. And did you know, there's no word for toes in Spanish. Like, you have to say los dedos de los pies, the fingers of the feet. And if you say el dedo gordo, that could literally mean your thumb or your big toe. I digress. All of that background info to say, at some point in 2021, I would love to be able to have a 30-minute conversation with someone in Spanish and not have to stop every half second to search for a word in my brain. I also want to be able to read with less thinking and less reading sentences over until I get the gist, which I still do in English, so maybe I won't ever be relieved of this burden, but I want to be able to stop translating in my head and speak more confidently. I also want to make things harder for myself in 2021 with a potential greater reward by also studying Mandarin. I've said it out loud, I'm bound to my word. Whew, my goal for Mandarin in 2021 is to refresh all of the beginner stuff that I learned in college and to finish these 2 Chinese workbooks that I have. Like, I just want to be able to say more than just 我会说一点中文，可是我说的不好. Those are like 50% of all of the words that I know at this point. Like, I know how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know like 我、你、他、他们、我们. You know, like I know those kinds of, but I can't make sentences anymore. Like, the sentences are gone. I just know like little words here and there, like 没有朋友非常对不起我很忙. And that said, I really need to work on my tones. And that's not all. Unfortunately, I have more language goals. I blame the language community on YouTube because honestly, if it were not for Elise Speaks, Language Girl, that interview that I did with Steve Kaufman a couple months ago, no creo que tendría los cojones para tratar de aprender más que un idioma a la vez. Pero, I'm like, why not give it a shot? Like, I could definitely sacrifice an hour of my Twitter scrolling. Like, that's a possibility. So, with Spanish and Mandarin being my 2 mains this year, here's a list in tentative order of all the language I would like to dip my dedos de los pies in. 1. Spanish. In the words of Kate McKinnon, we know this. Dos. Mandarin. We know this now too. Tres. Yeah, tres. Italian. I wish my family taught me this one, but I've been exposed to it all my life, and I took 2 semesters of it in college. Plus, by studying Spanish, I'm sort of collecting a bunch of Italian vocabulary in the process. So this one just seems like the next logical choice. Cuatro. Tagalog. So I want to learn Ilonggo, right? Because it's my boyfriend's native language. But Tagalog is so much more easily accessible on the internet in terms of resources. So I'm like, if I get a good base in Tagalog, it probably will make learning Ilonggo a little bit easier. Cuatro. Oh my God, that's 6. Cuatro. Oh my God. So editing, Nick, here, I am so dumb because I meant cinco, like 5, and I said cuatro, as in 4, while showing 5 fingers. So, electric chair? Portuguese. I know, 3rd romance language on this list, but listen. At this point, it's probably going to be the smoothest choice because of all of the commonalities. I mean, that may lead to some confusion, like Portuñol, but I kind of have a head start and I really love the sound of it. 6. Japanese. So this one might be, ambitious, but Ken, my boyfriend, is currently learning Japanese, so I would have a study buddy. I really don't imagine getting too far in this language this year, but any progress is progress. German, Hindi, French, Korean, Arabic, Russian, they're all on my list too, but I am a human being and I gotta draw the line somewhere. I mean, who knows? Maybe at some point this year, I'll just sit down and try to learn Hangul, or I'll try to learn the Cyrillic alphabet, or I might randomly want to start studying German and it'll take the place of one of the other languages on my list. Honestly, these are just my plans for right now, and I am more than prepared for any humbling reality check at any point. And it'll be fun at the end of the year to look back and see what actually happened. Money. My financial goals for 2021 include surviving, that's it, but I really want to educate myself on best practices because we didn't really have that growing up. Maybe they could have taught us some of this stuff in high school instead of like wood shop. No offense to my wood lovers, but I want to try to diversify my income, be smarter about saving, and learn more about investing. Believe it or not, this was one of my goals for 2020. I actually did learn a lot about money management in 2020, and I was able to save a little something. I was able to make some little tiny baby investments just to like test the waters and figure out what I'm doing. But this year, I want to make sure I'm making more informed decisions. If there was a time machine, I would definitely go back and like tell myself to save and invest more money when I was younger, but that doesn't exist. So we're just gonna have to start now, I guess. I'm going to super briefly go through some of the apps that I've been using. And if you're interested, I'll put the links in the description box. Not sponsored, but they are affiliate links. So you get like free money or free stocks. And then in turn, I also get some free money or free stocks if you use them. The first one is Acorns. And when it comes to investing, I feel like this one is the most foolproof. It's kind of like a hybrid saving investing app. They invest the money for you, and you pick whether you want your portfolio to be conservative or aggressive, and I think there's 3 options in between. The conservative option has less risk but less potential growth, and the aggressive option has more potential growth but more potential risk. When I first got the app, I had it on conservative and an auto deposit of $10 every week, and now I have it on aggressive with an auto deposit of $25 every week. It also has an option to round up all of the purchases on your debit card. I really didn't use my debit card all that much last year, but between those auto deposits and roundups, taking into account the change from $10 to $25 and not even counting market growth or dividends, I managed to invest just over $1,200 without even thinking about it. That's $100 a month, $25 a week, 25 divided by $7 a day. Okay, so it's $3.50. But now that I know I can do it, my focus is going to be trying to diversify my income so I can make it like $5 a day. Who knows? I might get wild and crazy. And because it's an investment account that I don't plan on touching, I'm excited to watch my acorns grow. Another app that I use for short-term financial goals like saving for trips or taxes is Capital. This one is really just a tool to help you save. There's no like investment part of it. And I actually reached my goal in 2020 in saving for a trip that clearly never happened. So now my new goal for 2021 is to add to that goal. So I'll have more money for a future trip, when it's smart and safe to travel again. My other goal is to save enough money to cover taxes this year, because that I did not accomplish in 2020. So on Capital, my settings are roundups to the nearest $3 and weekly auto deposit of $10. If I could manage to set that to $25 like I do on Acorns, I would. However, for now, I'm just gonna have to keep those settings. Still, I could reach my new goals even with everything staying the same because I haven't spent any of it. The last one is Webull, which is strictly a stock trading app. There was a point last year where I was learning a ton from YouTubers like Our Rich Journey and Minority Mindset, whomst I love. But I kind of fell off the wagon a little bit, and this app in particular got neglected. Actually, one unexpected thing that happened was the free stocks that I got when I got the app were for Snapchat. And if you didn't know, Snapchat kind of blew up last year. So when I got those free stocks, they were like $8 or $9. And now, today, I just checked, they're at $50. I mean, I like the math on that. Right now, you get 4 free stocks if you use a referral link when you make a deposit of $100. I mean, listen, I had no idea that Snapchat thing was going to happen, so who knows? In 2021, I don't have any numerical goals for my YouTube channel. If I reach 400,000 subscribers, that would be wonderful, but I am not convinced that it is necessarily a helpful goal to have. So what I would really like to do is just make more stuff. I feel like I've been in a haze for a super long time on what exactly I wanted to do, and recently it feels like the fog has been lifting. Like, I really love everything I've been making, the focus on language and learning, and I feel really good about where it's going. So my plan for 2021 is to make 50 videos, actually 100 videos, 50 videos on my soundlyawake channel and 50 vlogs on my Still Soundlyawake channel. And that kind of seems like a lot, considering in 2020, I uploaded 13 soundlyawake videos, 10 vlogs, and 11 WTSF episode, which is only 34 videos. 100 is 3 times that amount. But I know I can do it because there was a time where I made many videos. Granted, videos back then were 4 minutes, and now they're... Like in 2013 alone, I was daily vlogging. So that's 365 videos. I was also uploading 2 videos a week on this channel. And I was uploading about once a week on a beauty channel that I have since abandoned. Plus I was editing a video a week for my boyfriend's cooking channel. So in total, that's like 500, that's more than 500 videos, give or take a few. And I was so burnt out by the end of that year. I have no idea how I thought my one-man production army could accomplish that and it be sustainable. I don't know what I was thinking. Was I thinking? Oh, I do edit for other people now too. So that's like about 8-ish videos a month, which is something to consider, but I still think I can do it. So 2020 being the year that it was, the pep wasn't exactly in our step, if you know what I mean. So my goal for 2021 is to be more active. I had more than enough injuries last year due to my own inactivity, and I would really like that not to happen anymore. At the beginning of 2020, I started going to the gym, and I miss how I felt afterward. Gym endorphins are real, I guess. Who knew? But when the gyms all closed, I didn't really have the motivation to do home workouts. And so I kind of just gave up. Ken does work out at home though. So my goal is to steal his notebook and his routine for myself. Just kidding, I don't want to die. But I do want to find a cute workout on YouTube to try out. I also want to increase my flexibility. When I tell you, I am the least flexible person I have ever met.
No, that's literally how far I can go.
Like, I could barely even do this. This actually has been a goal of mine my entire life, but I am so inflexible. I have made an enemy in the challenge of literally just stretching. Ideally, I would love to join a yoga class, but until that's possible again, I just want to find some like cute little yoga sessions to try at home. I've tried yoga with Adrian before, but if you have any other suggestions, I am open and available to them. On a similar note, I love long walks. No, like I literally love long walks. Like me and usually Susie or Tima would just walk for like 10 miles and we would just talk and laugh and eventually stop and eat. And I really miss doing that. Last year it only happened a handful of times, and so in 2021, I would like more of that, please. As for mental health, and I know I'm not the only one, 2020 was awful. Depression, helplessness, depersonalization, panic attack after panic attack. The last one I had in August was so bad that I think my brain got scared of itself because I haven't had one since. So in 2021, I really want to practice more mindfulness, finding time to decompress, meditate, and just appreciating all of the good things, as small as they may be. I've just felt really good these past couple months, and I would really like that to continue. This first week of 2021, I feel hopeful, I feel energized, and I feel ready to go. If you came here looking for inspiration for your own ideas for the new year, I hope you found some. If you already knew what your plans for 2021 would be, please let me know in the comments. I would love to read them. Thanks so much again to all of my Patreons. Link to that in the description box, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Happy New Year. Bye.